the concept is workable. It'd be easy enough to fix it.
Yeah, yeah. Just to give you a heads up, I've gone live on stream.
Okay.
Um,
The only other thing I'm seeing is I realized it when I threw that water thing together is it doesn't interact with the class except for that right at the beginning.
yeah.
There's no interaction with the rest of the class abilities, which I think is something that might need to be done.
Yeah. And that's kind of one of the things. Like I've been going through each one of these orders and just checking out what they have, just to kind of try and build a basis off of mine. Like I saw what you sent me, and dude, it's pretty dope. I like it. But I
Well, it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid class. It becomes a hybrid class at that point.
right. Well,
But
so Watcher told me the only way that I would be able to utilize um, sorry. Um, oh, you know what? Let's go to this real quick. Sorry, because all of that stuff is copyrighted content, and I don't want to. I don't want to get in trouble for displaying copyrighted content without permission. Well, not even copyrighted content, but content created by other players and stuff like that. Let's see here. I'm trying to find where I was at.
well, you'd gone down the list through the crafting.
Oh, I jumped away from that because you're right. I do agree that it's a little overpowered. Like, see, here's another one: Order of the Marksman, which focuses on firearm properties. Gunsmith, and then if you look at it, man, they have a table listed, and um, wow, I think the only problem I'm seeing here. Yeah. So we're talking D&D stuff. We'll probably talk a little bit of the Star Wars campaign, and Scout and I are probably going to jump in Baldur's Gate for a little bit today. My system's being slow on the update process.
I think it's Steam. Mine's being pretty slow too. I think it's Steam.
Yeah, I think Steam's
They've
being
got
overloaded.
how many people are downloading the update today?
Right. So it's just it's taking a little bit. Um, so one of the things that Watcher is running a custom D&D campaign, probably later next year or the year after, and he's building it from the ground up, and I mean world and everything. And I've been helping him do that for probably the past 2 years now, and it's a pretty intensive process for anybody who's been a dungeon master or a game master who's run custom content in any game setting, in any game scenario, any world. Even running custom content in Faerun, which is a pre-established world and everything, can be somewhat complicated because it's a very involving process. Um, so Watcher building from the ground up, having to create pantheons and factions and important NPCs that exist in the world with colorful history and things like that. It's a complicated process. But he wants us to go ahead and build our characters since we're going to be the first ones being run through this. He wants us to build our characters so he has an idea of what we are, so he can kind of make these characters a part of the background of the world itself. So one of the things that we were talking about is making a custom class for my character. Or not a custom class, but a custom subclass. Because I'm playing a tiefling blood hunter that served in the Navy for this country that my character grew up in, and so fifth edition. It is fifth edition. Yes. So going through D&D Beyond and figuring out where. How to build this subclass with the restrictions that Watcher has placed upon the world. It's a little complicated. So I've been going through and looking at different Blood Hunter subclasses that have been created by other players and seeing what I like, what I don't like, how to go about creating it. Like I'm looking at one right now, and
You looked at the one, the Order of the Old Hunters.
No, I haven't looked at that one yet. Here, let me do something real quick. Let me open this up in a separate tab. Make Hogger. No. So monstrous races are kind of a no-go in a sense. Is this the right one? Or was this one? There are two Order of the Marksman. That's something else I don't like about some of the content creators on here. Is some of them are copy pasted from other created content. And that's to me is kind of
If you're going to do that, you shouldn't post it publicly as your own work.
yeah.
And if you want to, using that for like yourself, you can just leave it as private homebrew.
Well, hold on. Actually, is this done by the same guy?
Which one? The Order of the Blood Hunter?
Oh no
Oh,
no
the
no no no
Old
no no. Okay,
Hunters?
they
I didn't think
are.
so.
No, I'm looking. Oh, one is archived. The other is not. Okay. So the archived ones.
Yeah, I went to the non-archive because I don't know what changes they made to force them to archive some of them.
All right, so I'll pop up the archived one. And filter again. Okay. So which one was archived? You. All right. But like, okay, so this one, right? It's his right that you get at level 3 is called Right of the Marksman, and your right damage is piercing. And it can only be activated on firearms. What, Anthony? Hi. Good God. Hi, Amy Jr. Now he's going to get mad at me. I'm expecting the big middle finger to pop up somewhere in Discord aimed at me. Let's see. Blood Curse of Precision. As a bonus action, you can cause your magical energy to flow through the firearm you're holding. If they don't already have magical bonuses to attack and damage rolls, they gain a +2 bonus to each until the end of your turn. Amplify, the bonuses become +3. That's not too bad. It's kind of bullshit, though. No offense to the guy who built this subclass, because it becomes ineffective if you're holding a weapon that already has a magical bonus. You can't apply this blood curse at all.
You know what I would do? I'd make the attack bonus your hemo, the hemo dice. Is it?
Your blood die.
Yeah, you roll. You just add your.
And it
just
your
add
attack
it to the
bonus
attack roll. Yeah.
Attack and damage. But there's already abilities that do that. You know, like because like when you use your right of the when you use your right, your hemo your blood die is what you roll to add damage.
Oh, I just thought the right just changed the type of damage.
No, it doesn't change the type of damage you do. So you invoke your blood right? And when you invoke the blood right, you add that type of damage to your attack. Blood Hunter opening link. Let's see here. Maybe I'm misreading it. Hold on.
You lose hit points equal to the dice you roll. For the duration, attacks from this weapon deal. You're correct. They deal in addition 1d4 of the chosen type. So the amount of hit points that you lose goes up, and then the damage goes up as with the damage goes up with it.
Yeah. Right. So you deal additional damage. So adding, well, I mean, it would be nice to be able to add it to your attack as well.
Well, I mean, that could be the special for that class, that you get to add it to your attack as well. But see, the right is not a what's the duration?
Till the end of combat, I think.
That lasts until you finish a short or long rest, or you're not holding the weapon at the end of your turn. So if you're disarmed,
right, you have to reactivate.
You have to reactivate the weapon.
So one of the ones I was looking at, don't get me wrong, it's.
Rar?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry, we had a power outage for the past couple hours.
You're fine.
You gotta feed the guinea pig more. You can't just let it. It will run out of energy eventually if you don't feed it.
It was the whole street.
Okay, then feed
all the guinea pigs.
Yeah. So the one I had looked at was called Order of the Shark, and I don't know. I just didn't feel like some of the aspects of this kind of felt right.
All right. Well, the first thing that right, I don't like it being. I don't like them calling it a right though, because the rights have very specific functions.
Not that I'm complaining, but why is your video full screen?
Because
we're not playing a game.
Yeah, because I'm not playing a game.
Oh.
We're waiting for Baldur's Gate to update.
I mean, I could always, switch to
this
one here.
No.
Well, even I can't even switch to that one there because you're still seeing the content that I'm looking at that I don't have permission from the creators to show. Baldur's Gate updated yet? It probably is for me. Yeah, mine's updated. But even so, I still want to talk about this D&D stuff before we dive into Baldur's Gate. Oh, and hey, Scout.
Yeah.
Do you recognize the notebook? What this notebook is?
Are you? It's blue, spiral brown. Looks like it's perforated. 70 pages. But other than that, no. I don't recognize the fingerprint pattern on the front of it. Okay, it's your original drawings.
Jedi Temple Dantooine.
Yeah, it's where he originally did his work. What am I supposed to?
It's not focusing properly.
Okay, so you've moved on to doing the next temple.
Well, I finished it.
Chapter House and Great Seal of Aline.
And I am currently. Let's. This is the shock value for Scout. This is the one I am currently working on and almost done.
He's assuming we can go to Yaga Minor and not come out with an Imperial fleet chasing us. Ugh. Yeah.
I'm almost done with this one too. And I will share this with you because I know I don't have to worry about player knowledge interfering with your play style and whatnot. You've got to run an O course. Ability checks galore, sir. Don't fall. It will hurt.
That's okay. My character physical ability checks.
I know, but that's
like,
why
I don't...
that's why the O course is so complex. Like I guarantee you, all three of you are going to attempt it, and only one of only one of you has to complete the trials.
Now, like if I had to navigate through like a party or something, that would be awkward.
Yeah, I was sitting at work today, and I'm like, what am I gonna do for this room? It's because it's called the Room of Binding is the name of the room. And I'm like, okay, well, this is where this would be where one is bound to the teachings, and it's like, well, how do you how do I put that into a room? And I'm like, okay, well, let's electrify the room, because what does electricity do? It binds. What is one of the more commonly known dark side powers? Force lightning. And I'm like, okay, well, how do I not kill the players going across the room? And it was like, create an obstacle course that sits above the electrified portions of the stuff. And the checks get progressively harder the further along the course you are, until you get to the end of it. So the entire course is elevated above the ground, which becomes a complexity for the players, because failed checks causes them to fall to the ground. So they will be taking fall damage on top of having to deal with the electrical damage, the thunder damage, or not thunder. I guess it would be
lightning. It's electrical.
Yeah,
I don't think they differentiate in Star Wars.
Right. So
it's
you'll
electrical.
be taking electrical damage, and being shocked. And the problem you run into is this is the Room of Binding. So when you take that electrical damage, so what'll happen is you have to make a save against the electrical damage. And instead of doing like normal, where with something like that, a failed save is full damage, a pass save is half damage. It'll be a failed save is full damage, a failed save is full damage, and you are stunned, which means you can only make one action per turn until you get out of the electricity. So you can either attack or move, and you can't use actions such as like dash or jump. You can either move or attack. And so obviously the choice would be move. You know, you got to move to get out of the room, or not to get out of the room, but to get out of the electrical.
You should be able to
field.
jump.
Jumping's not really going to help you.
No, but you should be able to do a standing long jump or a vertical jump.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, something like that maybe. But I'm talking
Because
like
there could be the possibility by that point, you know, you pick up force jump and you could just jump vertically back up to the obstacles.
Okay. All right. So with that in mind, yes. But I'm talking like being able to move and then use your other action to jump.
No, you just have one. Yeah, you just have one action.
And like you can't use your action to dash, because what dash is supposed to do is supposed to activate an additional move on your turn.
Yeah.
So you'd only you either choose an action or you choose to move. Anyway, and on a past save, you take no damage, and you are unaffected. You're unaffected by the slow, by the shock. So you don't suffer that. You could take a full dash to run across the thing, but every turn that you start in the field, you have to make that save again, until you get to the end of the room. And so that was the idea that sprang upon me, and I'm like, well, how do I create this course? And I'm like, Ninja Warrior this shit, like wall runs, and I'm like, I got this. This is going to be fun for the players. I think they'll enjoy this. And so that's what I built. And I've been kind of excited about it because it's like, it's the next step. So I've already... What?
Unless it's not Tatooine Ninja Warrior, where the entire course is running over sand.
So anyway, I finished the chapter house and tunnels of Aline that introduced the Crystal Cave for Watcher's character. Amy's not going to enjoy the crawl, bugs, and plants that reach out and touch you.
Ew.
But some really cool elements in the caves and the tunnel systems. And then, like I said, I'm almost done with yours, and then I get to work on the Belsavis temple, or the prison, I guess is the better term for it. But I've got 2 more rooms in the boss fight to build for Vijun, and I'm kind of excited about that. Anyway, back to what we were talking about originally.
I'm gonna go AFK real quick and get food. I'll be back.
That sounds really amazing. Okay. So you were saying something about the right being what now?
If we're looking at the Order of the Shark,
right?
And we were talking about what the rights were. Like the right of the shark says your right is cold damage. That's fine.
Right.
But it also gives these activated benefits, which none of the other rights do.
Right. Yeah, that was one of the things that I did not agree with on that.
I would put all those under the Ocean Home ability.
Right.
It's just 3rd level you gain the list of these things, and you just have them.
Right. Now, something I don't like about Ocean Home is you have advantage on intelligence checks regarding underwater terrain, plants, and animals. Additionally, your magnetic sense lets you always know the north direction and gives you advantage on wisdom survival checks regarding pathfinding.
You're not path. Okay. It's not referring to the ranger ability. It's referring to pathfinding and.
Orienteering. It's
Yeah.
referring to orienteering as
There's the feat that gives you that ability too, that you always
Keen
know
mind.
which way is north.
keen mind. You always know which way is north. You always know what time of day it is, and you can remember
everything.
Well, you remember everything that you've read in the last month.
Yeah.
So, or remember everything. GM discretion on
The
that. Yeah.
Caleb remembers this, but not Liam.
Right. Yeah. 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 That's one of my favorite things that gets said in that show. Caleb remembers, but Liam does not. And every time they try to get fucking Matt Mercer to say it's high noon. You know, what time of day is it? Noon-ish? Noon-ish, or is it... I'm not saying it. I don't know if you understand why they try to get him to say it.
I haven't run into that yet, so.
Matt Mercer is the voice of McCree from Overwatch, which is
he's
the Western
the
gunslinger. Yeah,
the sheriff type character. Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the things he says in the game is "It's high noon." They're trying to get him to say it during the show. He's only ever done it once, and that was because Scanlan Mom, however they say it. Sam Riegel's mother requested of him to say it during a live show, and his thing was only because it's you. And he announced he said it, and like everybody in the audience went fucking ape shit. It was funny. But anyway, so like I was looking at this order, and there's a lot of things I don't like about it. Like one of the most broken fucking things is Hunter's reflexes. Starting at 11th level, your experience as a hunter improves your reflexes. Nothing that comes near you is safe, and nothing keeps you from your prey. Your radius of control for attacks of opportunity increases to 15 feet.
Problem is if you're a firearms gunslinger, that doesn't mean anything. You can't make ranged attack of opportunity.
Right. But here's the kicker, though. If the attack of opportunity is provoked at 15 feet away, as part of your attack of opportunity, you can move up to 10 feet to make the attack.
It still doesn't allow you to make a ranged attack of opportunity.
No, but I can make a melee attack of opportunity with the stock of my weapon.
Well, that's fine. I don't see that as overpowered.
I do. God forbid if I'm that one moment that I actually have my melee weapon equipped, that becomes really fucking overpowered. And this particular one wasn't built for firearms. This one was built for melee combat, and that's fucking overpowered.
Yeah, I mean the only thing I think you could limit it is limit its use to your proficiency bonus per long rest.
Right.
So like you can use it 3 or 4 times during each long rest. You can't use it and so you still can get attacked. People can during that movement. People can still hit you.
Additionally, you get a
I saw that.
to your AC. That's fucked up, man. That's overpowered, man.
Like, yeah, I mean, you could drop that AC bonus and limit the number of times you could use it.
Right.
It does fit with the overall theme, though, of being able to strike suddenly.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
You know what? Maybe once per short rest would be the best limit on it. You get to do it once during combat. A quick sudden attack, and then you could leave the bonus for the opportunity attacks against you during that movement, not like all the time. And I don't think that would be too overpowered for just a single.
Right.
It might be a little underpowered though for an 11th level ability. The proficiency limit might be better for that level of ability.
Right.
Because that's the same level that warriors are getting their 3rd attack per round. That paladins are just getting a plus 1d8 to all weapon damage. you're starting to get, you're above 10th level, you're starting to get real power under your character.
Right. Um, so I mean, there were things that I liked about this one, but there were things that were kind of like, eh. And so in reference to that, I was going back to the one that you put together, and I really like it. Don't get me wrong. Um, the problem I have with it is it's a spellcaster, and
Well,
in Watcher's World, the only way he would let me take that order is if I pledged my allegiance to a patron.
that's sort of uh, it was,
But if I'm
it's
gonna
sort of
do
like the
that,
profane soul.
but see, that's the thing. If I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna do the profane soul. Just because you've got the increased damage from Eldritch Blast, as you level the
You, s-
the the mark, you gain the ability to hex your targets because you gain that spell,
yeah.
and things
Well,
like that.
if you were looking at what I wrote there, the 7th level ability, I don't remember what I called it. It increases all damage you do with cold damage or spells cast from the
From the list,
list
right?
by your intelligence modifier. So, you shoot, if you use your right to go cold damage, you're going to deal an extra 5 or whatever damage, 3 to 5 damage on all your cold attacks. So, you pair that with the right or with hails, when you're casting
Right,
ice
right,
storm or
and well,
something.
and like I said, I'm not like I said, I'm not disputing the whole concept. I like the concept. I think it's great, but my problem is that it's like it's magic, and in order to be to be able to use magic in Watcher's created world, you have to be born with the talent, or you have to pledge to a patron. And as much as I enjoy giving story content to game masters, that give them the ability to interact with the party on a much larger scale, that type of interaction becomes very problematic when multiple players have patrons that can control, or if I don't do something that the patron likes, can take that ability away from me. And it's like, no, there's too much risk on the table and not enough reward. Um, and so that's why for the most part, most of the stuff that I've been talking about doing has been physical. Like, so, like, when you and I initially talked, we were talking about putting the marks, um like, being able to activate, like, the mark of the Leviathan, which grants a special ability, or the mark of the Kraken, which grants another special ability. And so one of the features I was thinking about including is that my body has scars all over it from where I etch one of the marks into my flesh.
Tattoo, it's a type of tattoo.
Yeah, kind of, but because being a blood hunter, I'd probably take a point of damage for doing it, but I etch it in with a blade, or with an object, or
Well,
cut it into my flesh.
it's like the dragon marks from Ebron.
Well,
They're like a tattoo, but they're much more.
right, but again,
A similar type of.
the dragon marks were a innate magical ability.
Well,
Um,
that's what you're saying. Your
right, but
things are.
the dragon marks are something you have from the moment you're born.
Yeah, but it's a similar. It's a tattoo that has much more to it
Right, right, right.
than
Um,
either in form or function.
True. No, 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 no.
Because even if you're scarring your skin, that's still similar to a tattoo in that it's something you intentionally did. It's not like where a Leviathan bit you or a Kraken sucker, caught you or something.
Right, right. Um, but like, so, the idea that I had for the marks was, um, you could utilize a single mark once per short rest, once per short or long rest, and you could use any number of marks per day. So like I could, but activating a mark while one mark is active deactivates the mark that you had previously, and that mark cannot be used again until you take that rest. So you could end up losing 2 marks, which could kind of like using spell slots in a sense.
Yeah, like concentration abilities.
Right.
You can only have one.
One active at a time, and maybe at later levels being able to have
You can have
2
two.
active.
That's actually a pretty good idea, because
so
it gives limited power that you can expand later.
right, and so like the idea I had for like Mark of the Leviathan, right, is I mark myself with the Mark of the Leviathan, and whenever I attack somebody, I attack them as though they're vulnerable to my damage.
Ooh, that's double damage.
That's double damage from me. Now, with the Mark of the Leviathan, I don't get that through the entire combat. Mark of the Leviathan is one attack.
Okay, one attack is okay. That's
right. So it's one
and
attack.
you can only use that. You can only use that
once
mark once during
combat. Yeah, so I can only use that mark once during combat.
Okay, that's
well, like I think the way I'm gonna run it is all the marks can only be used once during combat, because like Mark of the Kraken gives me multiple attacks. It essentially grants me the ability to use Flurry of Blows.
Well, all right. So here's the question about the basic way marks work. Are they single use effects? Like you said, gives you vulnerability, gives the target vulnerability to your next attack, regardless of its resistances. You might not be able to overcome supernatural immunity. That would be something you'd have to talk to Tim about.
Right.
But
I have returned.
But that's a single time thing,
right?
In that wording, or are you saying, or like you're saying, gives you an extra attack? That sounds like something you'd keep running,
right?
Or is that just or I would make them all either single use abilities where you don't have to worry about two of them. Since you can only use one a turn, they don't overlap. Or if they're like ongoing abilities,
you can only have one mark active at a time. So if I have, like, say, Mark of the Kraken, which grants me the Flurry of Blows technique, if I decide to use Mark of the Leviathan, I don't gain that Flurry of Blows ability anymore. I lose it, and I gain that immediate decisive strike, essentially. And that's what I'm thinking, is like each mark will have something different about it. So like the Mark of the Leviathan can only be used once per long rest on one attack. Mark of the Kraken might be something that is utilized throughout the entire combat phase, and it acts like rage. As soon as combat ends, any mark that stays active during combat, its effects end. You don't get to keep it all day long. It eventually, the power of your blood right essentially dissipates. And so like Mark of the like I said, Mark of the Leviathan was like a decisive strike. The target essentially becomes vulnerable to my attack, so I deal double damage. And God forbid if I crit, that gets nasty real fast.
Well, that would be something you have to activate before you make the attack.
Oh, absolutely. You can't, like, yeah. Oh, no. You're absolutely right. But like I'm saying, that off chance I activate it and then fucking roll a critical hit, that'd be absolutely devastating. Or at least has the potential to be absolutely devastating. God forbid I roll all ones, which has happened. And then, like, Mark of the Kraken would be something that lasts throughout the combat or until another mark is activated, and that grants me Flurry of Blows, but not Monk Flurry of Blows. Like, I get to make, as a bonus action, I get to make an additional attack based on my proficiency bonus. So like +2 proficiency grants me 1 additional attack. A +3 proficiency will grant me 2 additional attacks.
Well, you just make a chart
table,
saying at 3rd level I get 1 attack, 7th level I get 2 attacks, something like
right.
that.
And like so Watcher, one of the first things he said is like, but you use firearms. What happens if you don't have a shot to make that additional attack? I can use that action to reload.
Well, or you could make it truly like the Monk's Fury of Blows, where you manifest spectral tentacles of the Kraken that attack for your hemo dice with reach. They manifest
really
just for that
long reach, man. Or like they manifest at the target and attack the target directly.
Yeah, I mean, or you could get it's sort of because it's imitate. I got the idea that the power is emanating from the tattoo, for lack of a better word on my part. That they would emanate from your body. That all the power, the vulnerability thing would flow from your body into your weapon, into your bullet.
Right.
I mean, it still could work. I mean, you just have to come up with wording to make it sound. But see, you just really consider making them either all one shot or making them all lasting.
Why?
Because what you just described to me says first turn of combat I vulnerability, and then the second turn I go to my aura, or whatever terminology.
So that's the other balancing factor is in order to activate these marks I have to damage myself.
So I thought the damage was when you applied the mark, you lost like 2 hit points or something. Like your max hit points decreased by 2 or something.
No, I damaged myself.
Is this a hemo thing?
It would
where
be
when you activate it, you roll the hemo dice.
It would be a hemo thing where when I activate it, I roll the hemo dice, and that's how much damage I deal to myself to activate the mark.
Then once again, the question becomes is like the vulnerability one, single shot, 1 roll of the dice. An aura one, am I rolling the dice every turn to keep that ability up?
No, it would still be a single roll to just activate the ability. But again, like I said, and so something else I've been thinking about doing is at early levels, like when you first gain the ability to do this, like at like level 6 or level 7 or whatever it is, you can only activate 1 mark per combat. And that way you can't abuse like vulnerability, flurry of blows, fireball, whatever, whatever mark I toss on myself and cast out, or do. I can't just keep cycling through those, because then at that point that becomes the bread and butter of the class, and that's not what the bread and butter of the class is. The bread and butter of the class is your right damage. Is being able to continuously inflict this increasing damage with your basic attacks. And all these other things are kind of like little like sprinkles of goodness that you get to add to your flavor.
What you could do to within the class's own pre-existing limitations is you just put them as one of your blood curses. These are additional blood curses you learn, and therefore it's limited under what you can do with your blood curse.
But the problem with the blood curses you can only activate a blood curse equal to the number of hemo die you have.
Yeah.
So
you're looking for a limitation on using these. Or I mean, you could do it that way, or you could just limit the number you can. At 3rd level, you have 2 on your body.
Well, but see, that's the other thing about it is like blood curses known You have a blood curses known list, so you're limited on
Yeah.
how many blood curses you can possess.
Yeah, but you could say you learn these two that do not count against against the ones you know. Like there's a lot of magic classes that say you learn a cantrip from the druid list. This does not count against the number of cantrips you can know. That type of wording already exists across multiple classes. And once again, these are, this is your class. You can do what you want with it. I'm just tossing out ideas as they come in my head.
No, and that's valid. I'm not debating that. I'm trying to create as much balance in this as I can.
I'm also trying to think across the classes if there's another feature that works similar, because if there is, you can just go to that as it gets sort of a basis, because the stuff that they've already balanced.
What do you mean?
Like take this ability, this mark ability you're talking about.
Well, so like
Okay,
Order of the Ghost Slayer, like what you're talking about with the multiple curses. Order of the Ghost Slayer, Curse Specialist. Beginning at 3rd level, your Ancient Order teaches advanced mastery over blood curses. You gain an additional use of your Blood Maledict feature. In addition, your blood curses can target any creature within it, whether it has blood or not. So, like you could target undead essentially with it. But so that what that does is it gives me an additional use of the Blood Maledict. And Blood Maledict is what gives me the ability to cast the Blood Curse. So you go up to Blood Maledict. Let me go up there real quick. Sometimes sacrificing a part of your vital essence, blah, 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 da, 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 da. You gain 1 Blood Curse of your choice detailed in Blood Curses section at the end of the description. You learn 1 additional Blood Curse of your choice, and you can choose one of the blood curses you know and replace it with another blood curse at 6th, 10th, 14th, and 18th. So I don't gain my second blood curse until 6th level. You can use your Blood Maledict. You choose which curse, or when you use Blood Maledict, you choose which curse to invoke while invoking a blood curse. But before it affects the target, you can choose to amplify the curse by losing a number of hit points equal to 1 roll of your Hemocraft die, as shown in the Hemocraft. Well, so wait, what? Well, I guess I can use blood. You're able to blood curse no matter what. It's you lose. Oh, you can use this feature once. Beginning at 6th level, you can use your Blood Maledict feature twice. At 13th, 3 times. 17th, 4 times between rests, and I think it's once per short rest.
Yeah, I think it's a short rest reset.
And you don't use your Hemocraft die unless you amplify the curse. So that's why I was thinking the marks, because the marks are more of an amplification, not not just a curse.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's consider, for example, the Bard ability of Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
And we're using it as an example for limiting abilities. The limit on that is your charisma modifier. You can use it so many times per short rest equal to your charisma modifier.
Okay.
So like this mark idea, you could say it's limited to your use it a number of times. You can invoke or whatever term you want to use.
Right.
Number of marks equal to your intelligence modifier per short rest or per long rest, if you want it, if you deem them too powerful.
Okay.
Or you could put another, like your proficiency modifier instead of intelligence modifier, so you get more powerful as you level up.
I think I would do the proficiency modifier. Hey,
but that's it. That's
what's up, brother? It's been a while, man. Holy fuck! Appreciate the sub, man.
But it's sort of a limit that they've that the
If you're gonna
Wizards
flick
has
JT
used.
off, Cerberus, come stand in front of the damn camera and do it. I don't give a shit. Sorry, go ahead, Scout. I apologize.
I say, but using a known modifier is something Wizards has done across a lot of different classes
Right.
to provide level appropriate limits to power. Really, nobody should be starting at level 1 with a 20 and an ability modifier. What did I do? I didn't deserve that.
JT's response was, "Yeah, come flip me off, please." And then he was like, "Pliff me off harder, daddy." What? Oh man. Kudos to one of my original followers, JT, for making my morning more entertaining. Oh, sorry, Scout. I'm sorry. That had me completely distracted there for a second.
I mean, I think you've got a good course to where you're going to take the class, to where you're going to take the subclass. You just need to write it down.
Yeah, well, so like I've got, I started it. Let me actually pull it up.
And just make sure it matches what levels and all that the other Blood Hunter subclasses, 3rd, 7th, 11th, 15th,
Right.
and so forth.
Whoop, nope, that's Way of the Bender. Yeah, that's right, people. I have been building a monk variant for Way of the Bender, which turns them all into people from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Order of the Depths. That's it right here. So yeah, like the furthest I've gotten is Rite of the Deeps. You're right.
I enjoy it, JT.
Well, excuse me. Like here, I could show this. It's inappropriate, Matt. I thought we weren't going to talk about that. So like this is like literally as far as I've gotten with this.
Oh yeah, inputting subclasses into Beyond is
absolutely painful.
I understand why it is the way it is, because they've got to have formatting behind it to make it work right. But they don't have a tutorial or anything about all their format. They don't have a list of all their You have to go to other subclasses and find out how it's worded and what.
There are YouTubers that have.
Yeah, you can go watch a YouTube video on it. You can watch
you
a YouTube video on everything.
On everything. But there are YouTubers that have gone through and they teach you how to create subclasses in the. All right, JT, be easy, brother. They teach you how to create subclasses on D&D Beyond and how to create races and stuff like that. I mean, let's not forget, dude, I went through the whole pony show, dog and pony show, essentially building the Shade race, and that was absolutely complicated.
Yeah, the map board understands all about having formatting for publishing.
Yeah, all data must be strongly typed or it doesn't work.
We'll just get you a job at Wizards, and you can go back and tell them what to do.
He could apply for the president of D&D Beyond. Oh, you haven't gotten that far in season 2 yet, have you?
No.
Where Sam Riegel runs to become the president of D&D Beyond.
Yeah, they owe those guys on Critical Role a lot. That's probably done
Oh, absolutely.
a ton for D&D. I mean, I see lots of YouTube videos of saying why it's bad for D&D because nobody else. You very rarely get a group of actors together to be your adventuring party.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna get drinks. So okay, a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same here in just a second.
Oh,
What?
buffalo nuggets, very very strong.
No.
Suppose my eyeballs are sweating.
Alright, be right back.
So in buffalo nuggets, they use all the parts of the buffalo.
It's just chicken nuggets shaken up in buffalo sauce, but no.
I was thinking y'all in Texas would actually eat buffalo nuggets.
No. The saving grace is the ranch dressing dip and the copious amounts of water.
Apparently, the nuggets are edible just like the wings. I'm not sure if that's a lot or you're being sarcastic.
If anyone would know, you would. Oh. Oh, wow. I may have to pop an ice cube in my mouth. No! My cup, it leaks. Ice water, cold. Holy fuck nuggets.
That's funny. That's absolutely funny. Well, that's why you should have Discord muted. Huh? Oh, because she got mad at me for laughing so loud. It scared her, essentially.
Didn't get mad. I was just startled. Whew.
Is Scout back?
Yes.
Okay. I am currently making coffee, and I'm being accused of being a body snatcher for such actions.
Yeah, I can see why.
Look, you're not supposed to side with that decision, okay? Jesus.
Hey, I know
You're
how
the
you
one that
feel
always
about...
bitches at me about not drinking enough coffee.
Yes, yes.
This is the scenario that happened. He's in there making coffee, and I'm just watching him, and I'm like, this is abnormal. This is not normal shit. I was like, have you ever seen, or read the book, The Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Like, I feel like we're having that scenario right now.
Yeah, I know how you feel about hot bean water.
To the fridge and pull out a beer, and I hand it to him, and he kind of had that internal struggle. And I was just like, man, if you just straight up just denied the beer, I was gonna say, yell out imposter and start beating you with the bottle. Be like, this is a fucking alien trying to infiltrate.
But though I do have to say it was an absolute internal struggle when he pulls the beer out of the fridge. I'm over there. I'm struggling trying to get my fucking because I have ground coffee, that special coffee I brought up from South Carolina, that Steph bought me, and I'm struggling with getting the damn cup piece to sit into the Keurig. And he's like, you don't even know how to use this thing. It's like, I made a cup earlier, god damn it, this, that, and the other. And so I'm struggling with this shit, and then he all of a sudden comes up to me with a fucking thank you. He comes up to me with a fucking beer, and he's like, slowly, I kid you not, here, we'll video the example here, I'm sitting there struggling with it, and the next thing I know, in my vision, just and it sits there, and I look at it, and I look at the coffee, and I look at it, and I look at the coffee, and I look at it, and I'm like, God damn it, why? And he's over there like, I swear to God, if you would have just straight said, nah, I'm good, I would have beat you with the bottle. So All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go finish making my coffee.
Okay. Lab rat does not like his hot bean water, so him drinking it is out of character. And yes, Matt, they were buffalo nuggets. I didn't get my hot bean water this morning. Power went out.
All right. Wow, I went from 7 to 4 views. All right, so what are we doing, Scout? We want to try and play through again to see the new shiny, see if there's any new shiny cinematics and whatnot. No.
That, or we can keep going. You can see the stuff you haven't seen before.
Okay. Yeah, let's just keep going for now. Well, we can always go back and look at the cinematics later and stuff like that.
Yes, if you get a chance, the honest trailer from The Mandalorian is most excellent, as linked in the Labrax Talk channel.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Or there's an O in there for some reason.
I'm like hungry.
You got a coffee. What are you doing?
I'm not fucking eating a burrito with coffee. I will eat a burrito with beer and then drink my coffee later. Priorities, man.
This is where like the parasite is having that struggle where it's like it's trying to fit in, but then you know the old Jerry's taking it back a little bit. Like
Shut up.
that's what's happening here. So he's gonna have a coffee in one hand and in the other.
Judgmental eyes, much. Come on, guys. Still trying to figure out why my frickin' bow has an arrow sticking out of it.
Goblins aren't smart enough to carry quivers. That's just where they keep their extra arrows.
But that's that, it's that longbow that we bought. Oh, I guess that does make sense. We did buy it at the Goblin Camp, didn't we?
All right, everybody keep an eye out for Volo.
For what?
For Volo.
It's right there.
You missed the pun.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah. No, he's right there, and I'm not going over there. Toss that in the box for now. Okay. All right. Why are we back? Oh, right. Long rest. You're not expecting me to actually talk to him, are you? Yay, nay. I don't want to lose an eye.
My friend, how do you fare? My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable.
The look I give.
What?
The look my character gives when he, like, when he's like,
Sure
I have this grand idea.
1,000 times over. You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you.
No. Nope. You are not
You only
taking
have
my
a
eye.
matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend.
Alright. Fuck that. No, he's not stabbing me in the eye again. Alright, you ready for the rest?
Yep.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. I remember where we are.
Yeah, that took me a second too. We just killed the,
The ogres.
yeah. Alright. Ooh. I want to go over here. Since we're in the village.
I thought we already took care of that guy up there.
What guy?
The gnome on the.
Not
Yeah,
what
we
we're
already.
talking about.
Oh. All right, lead on.
I see you still carry the idol of Sylvanas.
Yes. Nobody has a whip to trade for it. I've been looking.
Oh, wrong one.
Where do you know where you're going?
Yes.
Where did you go?
Through the double doors. For some reason it.
Went downstairs?
Huh? Yeah, the ones that are outside.
Yeah, alright, there's interesting stuff down there.
Mm-hmm. Lots and lots of rope.
Trap disarming kit.
You can pick up another quest down here. Who's the sneaky?
I am. Well, I mean, I've got a. I think me and you have the same dexterity. I think you have a better dexterity than I do.
I've got like a 17 dex. Okay. Because I got 5 lockpicks as well.
Oh. I just found a steel forged sword. Basically a +1 short sword.
Ooh. There you go.
Goes with my. The problem is once I get to 4th level, I'm going to full dual wield, and I'll want long swords, or like battle axes and such. Hey, but it's nice for the time being.
Ow.
Oh, I was climbing down that ladder.
Ow.
Was there anything left in the box?
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Weapon blueprints that use Sousa bark. Rare find. If only I knew where to find some.
How did I fail the nature check?
I don't know. Sousa bark you find in the Underdark.
Huh?
Sousa bark you find in the Underdark.
Yep.
Oh, this is where you can actually make a weapon.
Yeah, we don't have the ability to, though. We don't have the materials we need. Okay, so the wall is not...
Have her hit it with guiding light.
Guiding light.
Yeah, have her hit her with a spell.
Guiding bolt.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh.
That did some damage to it.
Yep.
We don't have any grenades, do we?
That's an invalid target. Alright. I don't want to waste this. Back up. Wow, okay, so that did nothing. boy spells doing this.
Let me see if the magic weapon will damage it. Nope, just me.
I failed the nature check to...
Stand clear for a sec. Oh, that didn't do anything.
Nope. Ooh, great swords, long swords, mauls.
Where are you finding those?
Over here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 long swords, 2 great swords, a battle axe, and a maul. They're all on the floor over here.
Okay, we'll come back and get those in a little while.
A mace and a light hammer here as well. Fuck off, guys. Jesus. Oh, what are you gonna do? You'll be next. I mean, what?
Oh, there we go. Using a maul opens it up.
Welcome to the Underdark.
Let's not touch those webs or I'll end up as a meal.
Wait, what did she say?
Don't touch the webs or you'll end up as a meal.
What webs?
Oh, wonderful. Webs. That means spiders. That means
Yes.
Spider
yuck.
pig, spider pig.
Oh, those webs.
You woke something up, and it isn't happy.
Yep. Inbound. Incoming. Oh, Jesus. There are a bunch of them. Judge me not, for I am Magi. Infested? What are you infested with? Wow, that died very quickly.
Can be removed by fire or acid. Wonderful.
Well, I guess walking across is what I'm gonna have to do.
If you can jump. You can't jump the whole distance, but maybe jump halfway or...
Ooh, excuse me. still dealing with an enemy up there, right?
Yeah, we're still in combat. We've got a Etten Cap and a Phase Spider, it looks like.
Yep.
If I remember correctly, Phase Spiders can teleport.
Yes, they can. Nothing's in range of me right now. I don't see the Phase Spider. I see the Etten. Or, well, the Etten Cap. The Etter Cap. Sorry.
Ed or Etten. What's the... It's only a matter of like 2 or 3 sizes, right?
Yeah.
Why is Shadowheart not in the combat?
She hasn't been spotted yet.
Okay.
She has been now. Great miss. Oh, Ooh, poisoned. God, man, can I like fucking tame that? I want that.
Magical beastie, you can't tame it.
I know. Yeah, Scout and I were talking about that earlier, man. You missed out. We did a whole like freaking hour-long conversation about D&D. All right. Well, so I guess my first action is this, and then my second action is
To kill him.
I forgot to resummon my spider, and I cannot.
That would be very helpful in here. Especially if you've resummoned it up by the Phase Spider.
I can't summon it. It's a out of combat ritual. Okay. You're infested again. Oh, Shadowheart's down.
You gonna get her up?
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Well, I haven't really looked into it, but Scout and I were talking about it, and it does sound pretty decent. But one of the biggest things we were talking about was the custom class I'm looking at building. Oh wow, it fucking ran?
No, it's doing the smart thing. And with a party like ours, it's jumping in, shooting, jumping out. Trying to get somebody up top so we can, you know.
God damn it! Oh, there's 2 of them now. End turn? Oh. Use the wrong fucking ability. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. That's something else that's starting to piss me off. There is no rhyme or reason why my concentration should be breaking that easily every time I'm hit. Kidding me?
Do we have a fire arrow or something?
No, all I have is a darkness arrow.
Yeah, we don't have anybody with
and I'm
fire
dead.
spells. Oh, come over here.
I love how they just straight targeted the fucking cleric and the ranger out the gate. Like, I could understand if they were humanoids and had a fucking brain to think about tactics like that, but they're fucking magical beasts. Their intelligence isn't high enough to discern what is a higher threat before the fighting starts. There should have been no rhyme or reason why the first person they attacked was the fucking cleric.
Yeah.
You know, like that fucking phase spider, like, jumped in and attacked the cleric. No, well, Shadowheart's dead.
Alright, we've got scrolls, so...
Yeah, I understand that, man, but to me, it's just absolute bullshit that, you know, the two most efficient combatants in this fight were taken out immediately by things that don't know how to fucking add. And that's fucking bullshit, you know? Like, I could understand if I dealt the most damage to one of them, that it would, you know, target me. At that point, it's survival instinct kicking in. But my cleric didn't even have the ability, I hadn't even attacked anything yet. And was just like instantaneously fucking taken out.
Oh, come on.
No. Of course. Bullshit that I, you know.
Where's a Shadow Heart? Okay. You got her?
Yo, bro, we're taking a long rest.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll come and loot the corpses after we get back, because that was absolute bullshit. That whole scenario was fucked up. Nobody wants to talk, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rest.
You probably want to save the game.
No, fuck that. I don't want to save that train wreck of a moment. That would have helped greatly. Wow. Fuck yeah. Potion of greater healing.
Nice.
Oh.
Find something?
Yeah. The thing that would, unlock the, door for us.
Unlock the door.
Um,
Oh.
For the Tome of Necromancy.
Oh.
So I wouldn't, so I won't get my ass shot off. Jeebus, man. We need to get to a vendor.
Killed all the good vendors. That was the problem. Actually, that's not true. There are other vendors.
Yeah.
Ooh, back over here.
Hold on. I'm looting bodies.
All right. Spider web boots.
What?
Spider step boots. Immune to it in web. Do you want them or?
You can take them. Sorry, I'm trying to decrease my weight here, and I am like overburdened like crazy.
You can pass it along to Lizelle. Has a lot of space. Actually, no, she doesn't. Never mind. Yes, we do. We need the next thing we need to find is a vendor.
Alright, did you search everything down there already?
Most of it, yeah.
Oh, you never searched the phase spider over here.
Oh no, I didn't think spiders carried anything.
Oh, we're not dealing with a spider pig, Matt. Nah, I was hoping to loot a frickin' poison sac or something off of him. Hey, what's up here?
Another gift, the corpse of a drow, sigils scarred upon his face. An arachnomancer, one with the power to inhabit the spider's form. It's a message, a calling. My blood already dries upon the dagger, her blessed image carved into my skin. I believe we were Lolth, right?
Lolth. Yeah, I am here. I'll come down there and examine the body. Just give me a second.
No, I haven't found the body. I found a journal.
Well,
I found journals. This guy, this must have been a drow, because everything's spiders and wolves.
yeah.
So you might find stuff in here that I can't.
These webs are starting to piss me off.
A high elf exalted by Lolth herself. My drow captors cannot fathom it. Well, this guy wasn't a drow.
Oh, hey. Well. Okay, not gonna lie, that made me jump. I found, this is further in a different direction than you are.
Do you want me to come back over there, or do you
No,
want to?
no, no, no. Oh, well, all you found is journals, right?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of. It's like a whole laboratory back here.
Right,
I didn't know if just a drow walking back here might see something, or. And either your spider or your companion is not following you. Oh, there it goes.
I'm like messing with a phase spider egg, and my spider rolls up on me and it chitters at me. I fucking jumped. Bloody journal.
Yeah, those were what I was reading.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We're so screwed.
That's what I figured. So, do we want to go find that vendor, or do we want to keep exploring this place?
Well, where are we gonna find a vendor? It's not like we can go back to the goblin camp.
We can.
No, they expect us to be dead. They will start. They will fight us as soon as we arrive.
Okay. So there's no vendor. We can't go back to the druids because they're all dead.
They're all dead.
All right, I know where there's another vendor. But do you want to like leave and come back here? I mean, because there's a waypoint just outside the cellar. So
There.
Yeah,
now
yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
some
We
hot
can-
bean water.
We can just
Fast travel to the blighted village.
Okay, this is the.
Yeah, I know. We need to go behind the building we were just in.
Okay.
So don't go back into the lower entrance, or just walk through the building or walk around it. Your choice.
There's a sleeping bugbear on the ground over
I'm not worried about sleeping bugbear. You just let those lie. It might be a good idea to save the game though, so we don't have to do all this transit all over again. All right, just head out of town, and there's a little shed over here. And just go out that. Oh, that gate's closed, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can open it. I don't think you're gonna wake him up. It's your spider steps on him. But you need to go investigate the door ahead of us.
Oh, I know all about this door.
Oh, do you? Okay.
I've never opened it.
As
So
you
that's your
approach,
decision.
A guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattled the door. Then a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Death by Snoo Snoo. I don't want to deal with it right now. Oh, fuck it, whatever.
You
Interesting
hear
choice of
another
words.
muffled cry. The two inside are still in the throes of passion.
Go away!
Oh, I got yelled at. Alright, so. That's so disturbing. What the
You
hell?
seen who he's in there with?
Yeah, female ogre.
Yes, very disturbing.
Oh, I don't want to go across the bridge. This is the knoll stuff.
Voila, we can avoid the knolls for now.
Alright, where did you go?
Under the bridge. And then I failed perception checks over here, so I'm stopping for a second. Maybe you'll succeed.
What's that?
Move the rock.
No, just random bloodstone.
What is a bloodstone?
A gem.
Wow. sure we're gonna avoid these guys?
I didn't get attacked. There's a point I need you to go first to have a conversation up here. Just follow the river. Stay on the bank of the rivers.
Somebody over here.
Yeah, that's who you need to go talk to.
Hold up! One more step and I'll put a bolt through your eye!
Ooh, I like the armor.
No sudden movements or you're dead. You looking for me? You just happened to stumble across me in the arse end of nowhere. Bullshit. Tell me what you're doing here. Now.
Oh. Nope.
Cute. I've scraped more frightening things than you off my boot. Either piss off or show me what you're made of.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, if you want to kill her, we can, but it might be useful not to do it right now.
Okay. Why?
We just had to have that conversation.
Up the ladder?
Yeah, call your spider though, or summon him back at the top of the ladder.
I don't even know where my spider is. I'll summon him back to the top of the ladder. Oh, this is another village?
It's a toll booth, basically. But once again, you need to go first.
Through where? Here?
Just there's a guy up there, there's a dwarf up there to talk to. And there's more guys inside the house to talk to. And there's a whole bunch of corpses to loot if you want to.
You won't get any further this way, friend. Road's blocked up ahead. Rockfall in the ravine. Perfect spot for an ambush. I killed the biggest, ugliest one myself. My friends inside took care of the rest.
Okay.
The old cliches of making people go where you want them to. Block the road with a rock wall.
Oh, okay. So is there a vendor in here?
Yes. But there's a conversation or two that needs to be had before that.
Inside the house or outside?
Yep, inside the house. Or maybe we should talk to the vendor first. Vendor's in the second room. Nope, she's outside on the porch. Let's hope she has enough money. I should let you talk to her first.
I'll wait for her to stop so I can pull all the crap from Lazelle's inventory, or not Lazelle, but Shadowheart's inventory to mine.
Yeah, you can just switch people who are dealing with her.
Need any supplies? We've less mouths to feed since the gnolls jumped us.
Okay.
I am playing the evil campaign, Scott.
Yes, but we're trying to get rid of weights. not
Ooh.
gain a whole bunch more. What does she have?
There's
Oh,
I have a
nothing.
scimitar in my inventory. It's not any better than a short sword. It just looks cooler is all.
Yeah. Ooh, haste potions.
So we don't have much since the gnolls attacked us. Here, take all this food that I don't need. Oh, but I'll take that. Ah, God, 750 gold for that? Are you kidding me? Yeah, fuck you. God, I'd love to get those arrows, man. They're too fucking expensive. How does it go from this arrow costs 70 gold to being 175 gold?
If you're a drow, she's a human. That's
fucking
here. Just sell your stuff and see if it's cheaper for Shadowheart to buy it.
Yeah, I'm still working on selling shit.
You can switch to Shadowheart and see if it's easier for her to buy the stuff.
Yeah, not by much. So it was like 720 or 750. It's 690 for this arrow now. It's fucking garbage.
Hope you can make good use of it.
You didn't sell me anything worth my while, you stupid little shit. Fucking murk you and take this motherfucking bullshit off of your dead fucking body.
Hey, no foreshadowing.
Ooh, padded armor. How does padded armor give you disadvantage on stealth? Wait, seriously? Padded armor in the PHB gives you disadvantage on stealth? That's so stupid.
like the map board's answer is padded with Fritos.
Yeah. Padded with ball bearings. Jeez, oh flip. there an auto sort?
Yes, up at the top.
Where?
It's a little button up by the central bar, but it's not part of the central bar.
Got it. Okay.
God, she doesn't like the Zell either.
Huh?
I was trying to buy the arrows with the Zell, and they're like,
Yeah, she's like trying to fucking rake you over the coals for that fucking shit, man. I'm gonna just murk her and take the shit. Fucking little bitch.
healing potions. There we go. That'll be useful.
It's like, if you need my wares, you must buy them. I'm not buying that bullshit ass arrow for 750 gold.
All right, now I recommend saving the game again, so we don't have to do that all over again. All right, both these people in the other room have conversations. The Hobbit's probably the first person to talk to.
The Hobbit?
The Halfling.
If you want to go poking around,
Okay, why'd you exit my conversation?
you can relax. This place is under Tyr's protection.
Wow, okay, so there was no conversation there for me.
If you want to go poking around in the cellar, be my guest. Plug your nose first, though. Corpse, half rotted to mush. Must have been down there a 10-day or more. It was a toll house. By the time we arrived, it was more like a slaughterhouse. There's a locked door down the hatch. Doesn't look like anyone's managed to get in.
At ease, friend. The gnolls hit us hard, but this place is still safe. It's under Tyr's protection.
It's doing some very odd stuff.
Yes, paladins in his service. Sworn to bring justice to those who need it. But there are many in need, and few of us. This was our third battle in as many days. In truth, we could use some help.
Do I want to offer them help?
See what they're asking.
The devil is terrorizing the refugees on these roads. Tyr sent us to hunt her. Kill the fiend for us, and we'll reward you well. She has the form of a tiefling, with a single horn, but she's an infernal being, straight out of the 9 hells.
Huh.
You recognize the description. The wounded tiefling you met by the river.
She slaughtered countless refugees. Yesterday, she butchered an entire family. The mother had been pregnant.
Hmm.
And you're lucky to be alive. If you see her again, bring me her head.
I don't know if I trust him.
Yeah, so we can go down the hatch. It's its own little thing. Or you can make a decision on who you believe, and
Well, let's go down the hatch.
Ugh, that stench. Body must have been here for a good while.
Jesus Christ. This dude was a fucking highway robber. I'm beginning to not believe these people are paladins, man.
I'm gonna be honest, I never figured that out as to whether they were legit. No, I don't believe they were who they said they were. I believe they may be paladins, so, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Dude, so I just looted.
Yeah, I looted a whole bunch of stuff too on the other side of that room.
A potion of invisibility, basic poisons, rum, wine, 3 rings and a necklace.
You want to pick the door?
I will in a second.
I can't reach the top shelf.
Oh, you already looted the rest.
Yeah, it was like nothing special.
Trap. It's a vent of some type.
Something over there.
Another vent. Jesus Christ, dude. Potions and poisons.
There's a lot of wine over here.
He's besmirching your honesty.
It's up to him to do that.
Shame on you, Matt Board.
You just don't know how fun in-person game nights are.
No, I don't.
So the only box I couldn't reach is this one up here.
I'll move one of the other boxes and stand on top of it.
Not enough strength. No, it's not letting me stand on it. What did you find over
Oh well, it's one box. There's another door over here. I'd save the game for soon.
Something over there.
Failed a perception check.
That's curious.
Well, now we find a second rapier.
After you sold the other one?
No, I kept the other one. The only thing is, if you're going to dual wield as a dexterity ranger, you want 2 rapiers at level 4.
What am I looking for?
Because, have a seat.
Have a seat. Oh.
Yeah, there's another throne over there.
Oh. There be secrets.
I can't see anything in here with this character.
What's that?
Oh, you ran in with Lizelle. There's a helmet, metallic gloves, traveler's chest. I'm gonna go loot that real quick.
That might be worth a look.
Great sword. God, there's a lot of weapons in here. See here, 33 gold, 27 gold, the wooden chest, 60 gold, potion of greater healing, potion of healing, another 2 gold, and then it's just shields and weapons.
Yeah, just pick up what we can carry.
Ooh, there's a book here. Oh, it's a play. Use jump to reach this? What the fuck?
Yeah, that sword's bugged. Be careful. I think that plate on the floor is the trap.
The plate on the floor?
Yeah, look right by the door on the way out. You gotta turn your camera.
Oh, yeah.
So you need to send. We need to sit in the chairs with the other people. No. Okay, she didn't run back in there.
Alright. And that's it?
Oh, there's a big chest over here we didn't loot.
Short bow. That's it?
We got a +1 great axe.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I picked it up as soon as I got in there.
Alright, we ready?
Yeah, we should be able to walk out of here just fine.
Oh, I was thinking it was going to start a fight as soon as we came up here.
So, what's the decision?
On what?
I'm still looking to shift some.
Who are we going to fight? Are we going to fight anybody?
But it's more than we can carry.
Well, first off, I'm gonna...
I don't know that she has any money left.
That's fine. Celebrate.
Brought a whole crate.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. It just kind of happened. Ooh, wait, hold on, what is that? Oh, do you need a helmet?
Yeah, I could use the helm.
I'll hold on to that then.
Okay.
Well, it protects from criticals, and you're a fighter. I haven't found any use for these gems yet, so I'm just selling them. Well, hey, look at that. I can afford that stupid arrow of roaring thunder now.
Yeah, not only if it was like a reusable item.
She's got some gold again. She's got 310 gold.
Hope you can make good use of it.
I bought the arrows off of her. Alright, so, well, I think that we should go talk to the devil again. And see if she really is one.
Okay. Did your spider just jump down?
Yeah, I had to control it.
Could have sworn I told you to piss off. Maybe I imagined it. Anyhow, piss off. And you believe them? Those bastards are trying to feed you a crock of shit. Don't sweat it. The devils are tricky fuckers. They can't breathe without lying.
The important question.
I guess they told you I'd bite the heads off babies and paint myself in their blood. Truth's not quite so exciting. Come on over, and I'll tell you the whole story. I'm a fugitive. Escaped from the hells. And those bastards are trying to take me back. Do you find this funny?
As she winces, agony shoots through you, as if your bodies shared the same wound, the blood war. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
Stoker! What was that? You were inside my head. Yeah, with distinction. Now tell me what you just did, before I make sure you can never do it again. on a minute. You were on that ship. With the tentacles and the worms. I didn't think anyone else had survived. I boarded in Avernus. That ship was my way out. You're lucky I did. The place would have been crawling with cultists if I'd stuck around. And they'd have dragged us all back to Avernus. I was a prisoner, forced to fight in the Blood War, the eternal battle between bad and worse. I held my own, more than. Turns out that I've got a knack for killing demons. And I enjoy it. And that made me a valuable asset. Devils don't like to lose their assets. Back in the Blood War, my commander gave me what I needed to get the job done. I have fire running through my veins. Yeah. Can you handle it? Fuck yes! They cornered me in the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the beating I gave them. I'd come with you just to see them bleed. But I'm too busy bleeding myself. I'll be here when you're done.
So
We're going to war with the Paladins of Tyr, huh?
Yep.
I hope they're actually not that, because that might be problematic later in the game.
Whatever. I'm a fucking drow, for God's sakes, man.
You're not the only one in the party.
Sounds like a personal problem. You don't have to participate in this fight.
Yes I do, otherwise you're going to get beaten all over the place. I don't give you 4 to 2 odds on you.
I love this spider, man.
You want to go up on the roof. And hopefully you can have the conversation. If you go up on the roof, you can get on the balcony inside the building. Just send the spider downstairs.
Oh, there's boxes to find up here. More padded armor. Yanagu. Ooh, I know that name. Alright, where's my spider at? For some reason I doubt my spider's gonna be able to get in here.
Oh, then just resummon him in here. Oh, there he is. That'd be good enough. He can stand by the door. Because there's that dwarf outside.
Talk.
You want me to talk to him?
No, I'll do it.
Alright, make sure the ladder is clear for you. Oh, you're...
You damn all of us to save her rotten soul? Curse you!
You need to die first. guess
flank
it's-
this guy. We mess him up.
Huh?
Bring Shadowheart over and let's flank this guy and mess him up.
Critical miss. Fuck you, Shadowheart. Oh.
I love all the dramatics.
2 attacks? What the fuck?
Yeah, things on this side of the river are not fun. They really should be level 5 type enemies.
Huh?
They're acting like they're level 5s with the 2 attacks and the... throwing through the door.
Instant KO. Really? What did Shadowheart...
Well, she took 14 damage. 14 damage from the guy before.
What the fuck did he throw? Yo, for a cleric, Shadowheart is a bitch, man. Anders. Wow. You sure I needed to help you? And that door's not actually closed.
You're being asked questions
Yeah, I see
in
it.
chat.
I see it. No, I don't know much of her story as of yet. I know, the only thing I know is that she is a follower of Shar, and she has somehow managed to get her hands on a Githyanki device. Other than that, she kind of avoids me.
I don't know where the lady who you sold all this stuff to just drank an invisibility pot. I'm not sure if she's in the doorway or she's in the...
Well, I can't do anything.
Walk the spider into that room. She should, wherever she is, you shouldn't be able to walk into her. And the spider's big enough to... if it tells you where you can't go, then like web spit or something. Or just take a guess at where she is and...
Well, web spit actually has to target somebody.
Oh. Well, just... if the spider stays there, she can't walk past the spider.
That door is closed to me. I can't shoot through it. Potentially notice to spider's error.
Is that better?
Maybe. We'll see. What do you mean? There's a couple of things I've noticed, but I don't think any of them are probably what you're trying to point out.
Alright, I don't know if it went over there, but I put a healing potion in Shadowheart's inventory.
Oh, the fact that it's sitting on more HP than any of the other summons? Yeah, I noticed that.
She's outside.
Yeah,
She might be coming upstairs to you.
that's fine. Yep.
How? How did she see
missile.
Shadowheart? Yeah, but how did she?
Magic missile.
You still have to have line of sight.
Magic missile. She does have line of sight through the window.
Well, I don't. The spider, I don't know if he can get up there to her. I guess he can get outside and jump.
And then again, I don't know how she has line of sight from where she's currently standing.
She fired before she moved.
Oh yeah, but she has line of sight. She had line of sight through that window. Shadowheart's down. She's been down. I haven't been able to do anything.
I pulled her up once and then he put the missile on her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that. Okay, come on. Why are you? Yeah, some of the save games I have, I've managed to get her insight to roll high enough that she unlocks something about, or manages to do something with the thing in her inventory, but that's about it, and doesn't get any further than that. And I can't force the object open.
Oh, that's the next place we gotta go then. I try not to get knocked over again. I thought she was going to smack Shadowheart.
Oh, Shadowheart up?
Yes. Can you move the spider?
Eventually, yeah.
Because I need the spider to be moved so I can get out the door.
Okay, use that. Trying to heal Shadowheart, man. There is no potion in her inventory.
Look on her hotbar.
There is no potion in her inventory. I'm looking at her inventory.
I could have swore I put one over there.
It's no big deal. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna give her the 3 greater heal potions. I'm gonna use that.
I mean, she should be able to cure wounds on herself.
Yeah, true.
Do that also. It's not like we don't have a chance to get her spell slots back, so.
How much health does she have?
Just the level 1 should do it.
Take you.
6 HP.
It's like being a pally hero in Molten Core. Do I use flash or healing word 1 or healing word 2 or healing word 3?
Alright. Oh, wow. I can't believe she's dumb enough to do that.
She stayed at the window?
Yeah. Are you kidding me? It says target is out of sight. But I can shoot her with my bow, but I can't fucking target her with my hunter's mark.
Odd.
God, all that food I traded her.
You see, the next thing she does is she starts shooting those arrows at you. Well, you bought the arrows.
I bought the arrows, thank you. It's gonna be a little while before you're over here, isn't it?
Yeah. Nope, I'll have a shot at her here in a second.
Will you?
Goodbye. Oh. I was hit her with pushing shot. I was gonna send her about 70 yards down the road.
That was funny, man. Your shot went off just a fraction of a second faster than mine. And, I'm gonna loot these dudes.
I claim the sword.
No, you get nothing. I'm kidding.
We'll see why.
Sword of Justice, two-handed melee weapon.
Yeah, get that to give that to not me, to
So, Wizard of Waterdeep. Oh, I guess the Sword of Justice is one of those magic weapons. One of those items that he can eat. Alright, it's
yeah, there's only one way he's getting that weapon.
Your dead body?
No, in his gut.
Ooh, Arrow of Lightning. I can dig that. Sounds fun. Did you loot her body?
No, I'm sort of scared to. I don't have that kind of weight.
Got the most weight out of everybody in the party.
Okay, fine. Oh, okay. The rogue down here had a arrow too.
Excellent. He had a bomb until he fucking threw it at me. Oh my god, it's got everything.
Everything we sold to her. I don't know. I guess the weapons are worth more than the armor. I'm not sure.
Alright, well, I am now at 592 weight.
Don't give my character anything else. She's already still overweight. But the other two can take some. I'd sort it by weight and start handing out the heavy pieces.
Alright, so first off, dropping that item.
We need to get that mark of the absolute. We never did get the mark of the absolute to use these gloves.
Yeah, we're not gonna. Not anymore.
I sold her the trident. No.
Well, we have the trident back now. So, is there another vendor? God, I feel like
yes.
Cerberus.
There is another vendor, but yeah, no, no. I think there is another legitimate vendor before we have to go to the Underdark. There are several vendors in the Underdark. But walking around encumbered in the Underdark is like asking to be
stabbed in the ass. Yeah.
Hey, slow moving target.
I'm still at 300 fucking pounds. So, how much weight can somebody carry before they hit overburden? It's like 100 pounds over or something like that?
Is it 100 or double? I want to say it's all a factor of your strength, so I want to say it's double.
Okay.
If we have to drop some of the junk, we have to drop some of the junk.
No, I refuse.
No, we can go back to camp and put it in the stash in camp.
I want money. One of my favorite moments in Critical Role is when Laura Bailey is like trying to get as much money as she possibly can out of a situation, and everybody kind of looks at her and goes, "Hey, Laura, your Vex is showing." Or when Sam sits there and is trying to do something absolutely stupid, and they're like, "Hey, your Scanlan is showing." All right, I'm at 249 weight capacity. Huh. This is 280. Let's see. Let's try and get some more onto Shadowheart.
I'm walking around. If I get too far away, you need me to come back, let me know.
Oh, Shadowheart's with me. Ooh.
I know, but in case you need to give either mine. There's a waypoint over here. We can go back to camp via the waypoint.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's a bunch of number crunching we'd have to actually look into. Cap. I haven't really gotten into that much detail in regards to figuring these things out. One of the biggest things I do know about this game is like they still have some work to do with figuring out how to deal with numbers or deal with damage numbers and stuff like that, because they still you can still do damage to an enemy lower than what your absolute minimum is.
Well, they need to do a better job of putting up the enemy's resistances and such. That's usually what the case is they've got a resistance and it's not showing on their. There's 2 platinum coins sitting on the table in here.
Ah, no longer overburdened. Okay. Ow.
Did you jump off the roof?
Yeah, I guess my character decided that it was faster to jump off the roof than go down the ladder. Which I guess is true. There's 2 platinum coins, you said?
No, they were copper coins. Or what I got there, they were copper coins. It said platinum at a distance, but.
Alright, so let's go talk to old girl and see what great evil deed we have done now. Where's the next vendor?
Ways up north. Or south, or whichever way we're pointing. I know how to get there without going past the knoll. We can go under. We can go back to the bridge.
Well, we can fast travel.
No, not to where we're trying to go.
Oh, okay.
Because we haven't been there yet.
There's your spider. Way the hell up here. Of course.
Because I don't think there's a vendor in the Blighted Village. The small goblin town.
I've never seen one.
Did you get the bastards? For now, but thank you.
Her mind touches yours. Gratitude, warmth, and relief. Then, a light, sharper than the truest blade, brighter than a star. It fills you with awe, forcing you to your knees. And from within, a winged figure steps forward, graceful and terrible. She places her hand on your cheek and smiles as she carves her name across your chest.
Kua ad vos non petrica. Zariel, fallen lady, defiled celestial, ruler of Avernus. I was her prisoner, and her champion. The paladins you killed were acting on her orders. She'll send more, and worse.
Yeah, that was a bad thing. That's gonna have consequences.
I'm going from one hell straight into another. Home, to Baldur's Gate. I've got a score to settle. I could use the company, but until I've shaken Zariel off my back, I'd only put a target on yours. My advice? Stay away from the city. When I catch up with the fuckers who did this to me, the streets will run red.
See, I hope they expand, because we've run into several people that make good party members. You know, complicated backstories. Of course, when I first had that scene, I didn't realize it was flashing back through her memory. I thought, oh shoot, who is this person really?
Oh. The Angel of Chains. Never.
Wait a minute, I pulled the bucket away and left the contents on the ground. Yeah, no, we're not climbing up there.
What the fuck? Okay, so back up the wall.
Yep, and then we're gonna go to the left. And once everybody gets up here, we should save it.
Why am I not thinking? Jesus fuck, man.
You might need to resummon your spider. I don't know if you can make that jump.
He probably can, but I'm just gonna resummon him anyways. Alright.
Alright, we just need to follow the road left as far as we can.
Alright, hold tight before we go any further. I'll be right back. Well, can't go do what I want to go do, so. Alright. Scout, you back?
Yeah.
Ah! I picked up 3 items and I'm overburdened again.
I didn't know Scout went anywhere. I thought you did.
Well, usually when I step away, he goes and does something too.
A book on dealing the cities. On not going to cities. The simplest piece of advice for sensible folk is to avoid cities entirely. On marketplaces, people often tell me, Harrington, my fleeces and turnips are worth more in a city market than at the local village fair. Fools. To them I say, your fleece and turnips will be robbed long before you reach the market squares, and then you only have a few lumps and bruises to take home.
Oh, jeez.
I like little touches like that throughout the game.
What?
I say keep going straight. We can come back to the screaming later.
Oh, the gnolls attacking the village or whatever?
But we can come back to it later.
That's fine. We still got stuff we gotta do in the Underdark anyways.
Oh, we'll probably come back here before we go to the Underdark.
Back to that cave we were in?
That wasn't the Underdark.
It's underdark enough for me to face spiders. Oh, I passed.
That beast seems almost too big to take flight.
Was that a fucking dragon that just flew over my head?
It might have been. And you're still running towards it.
Kinda don't have a choice. You said to follow the road.
Yep.
Alright, where are we going from here?
Straightforward.
Straight
Through the mountain, through the pass.
through here?
Yeah.
Oh, where the Githyanki are. No? Okay.
Drop your weapon!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now...
Why? Why would you go and do that?
Yeah, I know we needed that bridge.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon.
Oh.
The Queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
Oh. I know what Shadowheart
Those
has in her
relics are
inventory
blocking the
now.
bridge. Time to put them in their place.
Move forward. We need to talk to him.
You heard him. Search every corpse.
What easy prey you make, walking right within my blade's embrace. These creatures are so simple to ensnare, Beretha. You mule too much about your task.
Forgiveness, Kithrak.
And as for you, tell me, why shouldn't I run you through this instant? Chuck, I can devise torments beyond your reckoning. Rest assured. But time is pressing. A vessel fell from the sky. We seek a precious weapon that was taken from it. Help us find it, and I will leave your blood beneath your skin unspilled. Well now, if you are of no use to me alive, I'll have your death. Beretha, rid us of this worm. I need to continue the hunt for the weapon.
At once. Attack her!
At least you got to him before Zell did.
Huh?
At least you got to him before Lizelle ran up to him.
Why?
She has her own conversation with him.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Oh, he's not gonna be happy.
Uh-oh. No, I could see why he wouldn't be. Did you start combat?
No, combat was already started.
Huh?
You're
Combat was
down.
already started, but the guy walked up and like cleaved the two of us, then took you out.
How the fuck are they able to? These multi-attacks are pissing me off.
These guys are actually level 5. I'll be honest, I've never won this fight.
Oh, great.
When was your last save?
After we did the fight in the...
Okay, who needs to be picked up? Me?
Yeah, I'd almost say reload and let you set up on this rampart and let me do the talking. That way you can be very effective against these guys. Maybe if Shadowheart can pick you up and you can get up there, we can still win this.
That's both my level 2 slots. I'm not doing that.
Hopefully I'll wake up next turn and not stay asleep on my...
Oh, they're
Just
gonna
hope they just
fucking
don't knock
wreck
you
my
back.
shit. Yeah, they're gonna wreck my shit.
Yeah,
Now they're going for Shadowheart, which I don't blame them. That would be the
No.
wise move now. Jesus fuck, man!
At level 5, they're all going to have 2 shots. And plus special abilities.
That's fucking bullshit. This fight should not be allowed. If we're not allowed to be level 5, this fight should not be allowed.
Yeah, I'd just say reload it.
That fight should not be allowed, man. It's like, oh, hey, you're level 4. That level 4 to level 5 difference is massive.
Yeah, especially when it's across a whole party. Like, if it was just one of them, but all 4 of them being level 5 is... It's a deadly encounter. If doable at all.
Now, to be honest, man, I probably should log here anyways. And
Okay, I think you saved it. Yeah, we're right at the top of the hill, so...
yeah, so...
But now you know it's down there. We don't have to go there again until you're ready. Or until, we're ready to, put some tactics into it and see,
Yeah. And we're already
sneak
level
down there
4, right?
We find all the explosive barrels and sneak them down there and kill the dragon. Until you realize that it's a red dragon and the fire damage doesn't bother it at all.
Right, no shit. All right. Well, anyway, that's going to be the stream. End of the stream today. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Uh, Thanks for bearing with the nerd talk at the very beginning. I actually had quite a few viewers for that portion of the stream. So I do appreciate y'all coming in, hanging out, and shooting the shit with me. And hopefully we'll do some more of this tomorrow. I will talk to you guys later.
Bye, stream.